Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this one I'm gonna show you how to get that early 90s Swedish death metal guitar tone made famous by Entombed and producer Thomas Skogsberg. So, the song you just heard, I just wrote it specifically for this video in the spirit of Entombed and, you know, those bands. So, what I used, Boss HM2. This is actually the first pedal I ever bought, and the year was '89. It's made in Japan, black label. I still have it after all these years. So that went into the clean channel of Peavey 5150. And then what I used also, I used Boss DS1. This is the Keeley modded one, so it's, I don't know, actually I haven't played with the original DS, but I guess it's better sounding. And that went into the Marshall JSM 800. Because the way Entombed and Thomas Skogsberg created the famous death metal sound, I have an article here from Guitar World where they describe it. So, all the knobs from HM2 fully cranked, and these went into Peavey Studio Pro 40 combo amplifier for the basso sound, and then they used DS1 into 50-watt Marshall combo. Well, obviously I haven't got those amps, but I dialed a really like static, kind of like, you know, that not very inspiring sound from the Peavey, and then this kind of rock and roll sound from the 800, and then just boosted it with this. And he said that the amps were mic'd with 58, and the sound, what we all know and I guess love, it's a combination of these two pedals and Peavey and Marshall amps. So let me hook this up and grab my guitar and I'll show you. Okay, now they are on my pedal board. So the 5150 without the HM2 sounds like this. Not very inspiring. And the 800 without the DS sounds like this. And yeah, the tuning, it's standard B. And how the guys from Entombed describe that they use like 10 to 46 strings and tuned to standard B, so part of the sound is the sloppiness. Well, what I have here now is 10 to 52 strings and standard B tuning. And I think it's quite important to use passive pickups, because especially the DS1 doesn't really work at all with active pickups. And in my opinion, the HM2 works better with passive pickups too than actives. I don't know the technical details. Maybe the signal is just too hot or something, but both pedals, especially the DS1, works a lot better with passive pickups. Okay, so now 5150, and then when I kick in the HM2, and I mean, I have the gate on and it's very noisy pedal, but that's part of the charm. So it sounds like this, basso, okay? And then, sorry, the 800 with the DS, first without. So it's a lot darker, and you know, it's not very nice sounding either, but since this is Swedish 90's death metal sound, the aim is to get not nice, but just like, you know. So, okay, once more, then the 800 with DS1. Okay, so, well, I can't show you now how they sound combined, like I had on the track, but let's go to the screen and I'll show you what I did to get the sound. And I guess, you know, back in the days they did something similar. Okay, so here we are at the screen, and as you can see, I have 4 tracks going on. So this is the track when I recorded when I filmed myself, and then it's panned to hard left, and then I doubled that with the Marshall and DS1, and then I did the 3rd track, which is panned to right, and 4th track with which is panned to right also. So there's 2 tracks on each side. So one with the Peavey and HM2, and one with the Marshall and DS1. So let's listen first how this whole thing sounds. So, as you can hear, the DS1 is just there, you know, just to fill in, smoothen it out a bit, because the HM2 all by himself is quite, well, I mean, you could use that, it sounds like this. clanky. Like that. So as you heard, the bass is also a big part of the sound. What I had going on in bass is this Hellraiser plugin by Joey Sturgis tones, and then I just had a little bit of Cubase own, tube compressor plugin, just to, give it a little bit more punch. Guitars, nothing going on. No post-processing, anything like I don't do with my videos. It's just, that's the sound. What comes from the amps. And yeah, the drums, I used additive drums. I have a library here with lots of beats, different libraries I bought, different beats. And then this is fantastic, the Cubase's drum editor. So what I do, I usually find a beat that's close to what I'm looking for. Then I just use this editor. As you can see, here's all the individual toms, and you can move these and do whatever. This is really easy to use and fantastic drum editor, the best one I've found. And then I have put it like this, is like this kind of randomizes the hits a little bit, so you get the human element, so it's not like this, but there's a little movement, so you can do a lot of cool things with this. But yeah, so that's the old school way how to create the tone. So HM2, DS1, two different amplifiers, two different sounds. I mean, you can get along with just the HM2, but it's really harsh. But there's also I guess easier way to do this nowadays, because the HM2 isn't available anymore. So Christian Kohler, great producer, engineer, great YouTube channel. I'm a subscriber. If you're interested in metal sounds and stuff, definitely check out his channel. So he has designed this Grindstein pedal, and basically what you can do with this is basically like, HM2, but then you can mix in like another sound, like just what I did. So basically you could mix like DS1 into there to get that little bit muhju in Finnish. It's kind of like, well, you can Google that. But it means like this kind of dark sound. So as you can see here, I put a link in the description. So this basically, with this pedal, you can create the sound I just did. Two mixable channels, chainsaw, button shaker, and this is meant to be used like directly into power amp or straight to your audio interface and DAW. So I haven't tried this out, but if I wouldn't have the original pedals and this stuff, and I would like to get myself that classic Swedish chainsaw death metal sound, this would be the pedal that I would definitely get. And I'm not associated by any means with the company and with Christian. I just think that he knows what he's doing. So yeah, check out the videos and check out this stuff. But yeah, that's the way how you create the tone. I've used this tone with the HM pedal on some of the albums I've done, like on some parts, just to create like background, just to create something like, on a couple of God's Plague albums, there's on some parts, like really Black Sabbath parts, there's this involved in there, but it's never been my like main tone, because well, it's a tone. And it's, at least I'm so heavily associated with that kind of tone, with Entombed and stuff. So, I mean, it's a cool tone, but I'm more of a, you know, super overdrive, a little bit more traditional tone. But this is a cool thing to sometimes use. All right, hey, let's check out the one last time and then okay, hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was interesting and helpful and you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making this. You know, if you like, thumbs up, subscribe, you know the drill. Until next time, take care.